Hello guys, welcome back for another review. This is the time of year I always have summer reviews coming out. I've been a little bit late this year just because I've had a lot going on, but I'm going to really try to bust out these last few and get them ready for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about the ORLY collection. It's the new Electric Escape collection for summer 2021. It is so good, you guys. I mean, the whole collection is great. I think you're really going to want the whole collection. These are available at Beyond Polish. I think over there they're still waiting on Kaleidoscope eyes. I need to email them and ask them today, and I'll put the information here for you guys today. I have a feeling they're just waiting on that one because the whole collection sale says coming soon, and I'm guessing they're waiting for that one because Kaleidoscope eyes says it's sold out, but I think it's just coming soon. They're waiting on that one, and that's a good one. So you're going to want to wait for that one. I will let you guys know when that's back in stock and up on my Instagram channel. I usually do that in stories. All that kind of information of things getting back in stock will be available there. Okay, so this collection is available. Some of it will be soon available at Beyond Polish, and I do have a coupon code for that. Make sure you use it. It gives you a discount, and it is an affiliate link. I get a little bit of a commission off that as well, and I appreciate your guys' support. So that code is GOLARI10. Okay, so let's talk about the collection. No more blah blah blah. So many fun, bright colors. I'm not the best judge of saying what's like a true neon, and people correct me sometimes, and feel free to correct me in the comments because I'm not always right. But there's a few neons in here, and the rest of them I feel like are just kind of really bright, but they're bright and beautiful and quite unique in my opinion. Okay, so let's talk about all the colors. The first one I have here is Tangerine Dream. It's looking a little more yellow in my camera. Hopefully it's pretty good in my picture swatch. They usually show up a little more yellow, and this definitely has a little bit more orange. You can see it compared to my sweater here. It is still kind of like it's like a creamsicle orange and not as corally as my shirt. I really like this one. I'm really liking the bright colors this year. Most companies are coming out with these fun bright collections. OPI is the exception to that. They came out with one that was a little bit unique. It was half nudes, half kind of fun summer colors, but it definitely had a different vibe than all the other ones. I feel like all the other collections, at least Orly and China Glaze and Olive in June, they had some really fun bright colors. So I'll be comparing those to this so you guys can see the differences. And there are differences even though they look pretty similar. So this is an amazing formula. It's going to be opaque in 2 coats, I want to say. You might need 3 depending on your application, but I got away with 2 for my picture swatch. So it really does have a beautiful formula. I really love the color tone of this one. I think it's a little different. I think it would be fun on the toes, and it just really pops, especially if you have a tan, which is what I prefer to wear in the summer. So this is right along those lines. I didn't have anything this exact color tone, so I compared it to Color Club Out of Your League, and that one is neon and more yellow. I just wanted to show you how orange this one was. And then Souls on Fire, it instantly reminded me of that one from Essie, and I love that polish so much. I wore that one in Hawaii and it just looked beautiful there. It's so bright and beautiful, but that one's more of a neon and more of a creamsicle shade, and you'll see that difference there. And then Olive and June Orange Wedge is a little bit darker and more orange, and even though those Olive and June polishes are more bright, this definitely has an even brighter feel. But I don't know if I would necessarily say it was a true neon. I think it's more of like a nearly neon, but it's pretty close. It also doesn't dry down matte, and so I think usually if something's a true neon, it definitely dries down more matte, and this one has more of a shiny finish. So it's got a great formula though, and I really liked this one, and I really do think I'll wear it. It's going to be really hard for me to pick favorites from this collection. Okay, so that's that one. Let's talk about the next one. This next one is Artificial Orange. It is so beautiful. I've already worn this one out. I really wanted to wear it when I went boating the other day, and it's just this beautiful orange coral shade. It's definitely not as bright as you see in this picture. Sometimes I bring my lighting down so you can get a truer picture of the color, but it's really hard to get true color with these bright shades like this. So just keep that in mind. But trust me, it's beautiful. You're gonna love it. And I would say it's a nearly neon, but it's got a really pretty good formula. I had written in here 2 to 3 coats, and then I circled 2 because the second time I did it, I was able to get 2 coats out of it, and it's just so pretty. These are some of my favorite summer shades, and it looks so beautiful on my boat. I'll put a picture in here of that just because I want you to see it. It's just so perfect for summer. The type of color that I want to reach for during the summertime. I compared this one to Morgan Taylor Manga Round with Me, and that's close, almost, but that one's slightly more pink. And then Color Club, you had me at Aloha, and Orly Blazing Sunset. I feel like it was kind of in between those, so it wasn't exactly the same. So I think if those had a baby, this would be it. Mix those two together and you would have this one, Artificial Orange. And it's just so bright and beautiful, and I don't know, I really couldn't find anything that was exact to it. I don't have a ton of bright colors. I'm definitely really loving all the bright colors that Orly is coming out with. They are just really doing so well. They're just nailing all of their collections lately, and I'm just super happy with it. This next one here is Kaleidoscope Eyes, and it is beautiful, you guys. This might just be my favorite polish of the year. I'm going to say that now, and then at the end of the year I'm going to come back and see if it really is, but it might tie with another one in the China Glaze collection that I'm going to have the video up next. But it is so beautiful. It's this beautiful purple pink. These are the shades that I really love to wear. Oh, it's just so beautiful, and it just has this bright glow. I have gotten a lot of comments on it and people saying that, wow, that's really cool. It's almost kind of neon because it's so bright, and it's not neon, but it really just kind of glows on your nail, and I just, oh, it's so good. So this is the one that Beyond Polish, on their website it says coming out soon, so I will for sure let you know in Insta stories, so keep watching those so you can see when that is available, because I think this might go fast. It really is quite unique. The formula is really fantastic too. You're going to get it opaque in 2 to 3 coats depending on your application. I have 2 circled here, so I think on one of my swatches, I always do a few, I was able to get it opaque in 2 coats. It's got a fantastic formula. It's so good. Like I said, I'm just loving Orly so much. So I did some comparisons to this, and this one was tricky because I felt like I had a lot of Essie shades that were maybe this same color tone, but they really weren't. A lot of them were more muted, a little bit lighter, and just not as bright as this one. You'll see here I compared it to Orly Scenic Route, and that one's more pink. And then OPI Lavender to Find Courage is more muted, and then Essie French Affair is quite a bit muted too. And I feel like French Affair and Essie, they have a lot of different colors in that shade range. I could not find Baguette Me Not. I do not know where that polish went, but I thought that one might be a little bit close to this, but I think it's going to be more muted and a little lighter. So this one I felt like was so unique. It's just my kind of shades. I love these purpley pinks, and I think you're going to love it too, so grab it. Okay, the next one I have is Plastic Jungle, and it's a beautiful green polish. It's quite unique. This swatch picture, I feel like I'm having such a hard time getting these newer greens that are coming out to be true to color, and this one's definitely a little more muted in pictures and shows up a little bit more minty than it is. It really is more of a true green, but it has like a hint of blue to it, which sets it apart from other greens that I have. A lot of the companies are coming out with these lime greens, and this one's more of like a cool tone green instead of a green that has a lot of yellow in it, which makes it kind of a limey shade. And so I love this one the best, probably out of all the ones I've seen. The new China Glaze one I think I like a little better than this one, but I like them both, and I'll talk about that China Glaze one when I do my next review. Okay, so this is just has a fantastic formula. It's got a rich formula, so it's going to be opaque in 2 coats, and it just goes on so beautifully and nicely, and I really just love it. I wouldn't say this is a neon. It's very bright though. It's a very bright green, and I think it's so fun for summer. I love greens, and so I really liked this one a lot. So I did some comparisons for this one. I compared it to Color Club Thirsty. That one's bright neon and lighter. I just wanted you to see it compared to that one. And then On the Roadie is more muted, and it's more of like a primary green with a little bit of blue. And then here is Fill in Just Lime, which is more of a yellow lime green. So you can see the differences there. So I really don't have anything like this one. It's just fun, and look how beautiful it is here in the camera. It is a little more rich and a little more green tone than it's showing up, but you can see the brightness of it. It's just going to be beautiful for summer, and I think this would be really pretty on toes as well. Orly does have a lime green that like everyone's coming out with, and it's this one right here. It's called Neon Paradise, and it's showing up a little brighter than it really is in real life. It's an interesting green though. It's a very lime green. I did comparisons for it, and I'll show you that here soon, but it's got a pretty good formula. I think you're going to need 3 coats with this one. It has a little bit more of a sheer formula, which I really don't mind, and it dries down to a satin finish. So it's got a good formula. It's just going to take a little bit to build up, but when you build it up, you're really going to get a nice, rich, true color by having that third coat. I think that just helps a lot. I don't know how much I'll wear this. I don't know how much I'll reach for this. I kind of like the yellow toned neons a little bit more, and once in a while I'll just wear those like out at the beach or swimming just because they're kind of fun and different and bright, but I don't know. I'm not sure how much or how often I will wear this one. But I think it's kind of cool because it's definitely unique. And if you like green shades like this, then you definitely want to pick this one up. Here are my comparisons. I compared it to Olive and June Lime Fizz. That one's closest, but a little more cool toned. And then China Glaze Tropic Like It's Hot is more of a neon yellow, so you can see that there. And then China Glaze It's All Techno is more of a muted yellow green. And so you can see the differences there. This one's definitely quite unique. This next one is called Synthetic Symphony, and it's actually showing up pretty true to color, so this is good for this. It's a beautiful bright purple and it is so pretty. I think it's one of my favorite purples. Now it's got a fantastic formula. It's going to build up really nicely in 2 coats, and it's just rich and beautiful, and I just love it so much, you guys. There's so many good polishes, and I think I'm really just in the mood for these bright shades just because it's been a long year and we want some nice bright fun shades. At least that's what I'm craving, especially in clothes as well. So I really liked this one a lot. Now I pulled out a lot of my purples, and a lot of purples that I have had more like reds or more pink in them, so they had more white and more red, so it was really hard to do comparisons, or the purples that I had were more dark and more blue, and so this one was pretty unique. I don't know what it is. I'm finding that a lot of these polishes are quite unique. So here's what I have for my comparisons. I have Yellow Access Pass is a little more purple, and then Tangoed in Love has more red, like I was saying. OPI Mariachi Makes My Day is darker, and so it was just really hard to compare because this one has a really strong brightness to it, and so nothing really was exactly the same or compared to it. It's so beautiful. It's perfect. Okay, so favorites. Wow, okay. I kind of want to say the whole collection. But I think I'm just going to leave that lime green out just because I don't think that's one that I'm really going to reach for. And so, man, look at these together. And even with this lime green, it's just a beautiful collection, you guys. If you're really getting into polish and you really like Orly, get them all. That's what I would say. Get them all. Get the whole set. I think it's worth it. They all have really great formulas. So I don't know what else to say. I just think you should get it. I will let you guys know when that whole set comes in stock because I really think you're going to want to get the whole set. I love Orly. It's one of my favorite brands. It's probably my top 3, I think. So I really love OPI and Essie and Orly. Those are probably my top 3 brands for sure. And then China Glaze right under that. And then we've got Olive and June though too. That one probably fits in there. China Glaze is probably last. Then Olive and June. Then Orly. And this is just talking colors. Color palette. Okay. There's longevity. There's other reasons that I like other different brands, like Olive and June is really good with that, but there's other reasons I like polish. Sometimes I'm not going for longevity. I just want to color on for a couple days, but I want a cool, unique color, and Orly, they do that. Not saying they don't last long because I have had good wear with Orly, but they just kill it. They're just killing it with the colors lately. So anyway, that's my review. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure to check out that link and don't forget to use my code. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more of my reviews or videos. And I appreciate your support, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.